Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's been a while. For those that are seeing me for the first time, this is Farmy Julie, and on this channel I talk about everything profitable agricultural business. Now, while I was away, I've gotten loads of questions. Like, I think I did two consultations based on this particular topic I want to discuss about, and that is hike in food price. I shot a video like this 3 years ago when I was talking about why food is expensive and what the future is like for we farmers. And this year is doubling, is tripling. The cost of food is high, the cost of production is high. And the one that even made everybody say, okay, well, I must go into farming this year is tomato. And that is what I want to talk about today. Let me tell you something. As you guys know, I bring premium content that you not see anywhere. Let me tell you, year in, year out, we've been experiencing this tomato crisis. Just that this year own is worse. And let me put it out here that next year own will not be better at all. This is not prophecy, this is not anything. This is based on my experience as a farmer. So last year I had consultation session for someone that wants to go into tomato farming and he wants to do it in greenhouse. And we spoke, I told him, I said, from February to March, from February to May, June, tomato will be very expensive. That is how it has been year in, year out. And now from June, July, tomato will start dropping because the ones they've cultivated is now coming out and the price will drop. Now, this is what happens. By February, March, that tomato is expensive. A lot of farmers in the southwest used to start cultivating that now that tomato is expensive, by the time I harvest it will be expensive. But now that they'll be harvesting, the price of tomato will drop. Now, why is it like this? Tomato, for us that cultivate tomato, you know that tomato is seasonal. It does not like rainfall at all. For tomato farmers, we don't cultivate tomato during the rainy season because too much of rain will spoil it, will make the crop rotten. Okay, you can cultivate pepper, pepper will thrive, but definitely not tomato. So tomato is a seasonal crop, and it's only during the season we enjoy it. Now, tomato is already coming out, it will become cheaper. Now, this is like July, August, September. It will become very, very cheap, and we enjoy it. And we won't forget that, oh, tomato was scarce at a particular time, and next year it will keep repeating itself. And now, another reason why tomato was expensive this year is because aside the fasting for the Muslims, I know that majority of our farmers are northerners. Aside the fasting, a lot of things is going on in the agriculture sector that nobody's actually talking about, or maybe we don't really have people that are talking about it. And the first one is logistics issue. Logistics. People will be wondering, they say fuel is expensive. How is it affecting farming? How is it affecting agriculture? Like 80% of what we do is we use fuel, we use diesel. For those that are doing irrigation, you use diesel to water your plant, use it to fuel your machine to water it. We use fuel to transport goods. The price that we use to send down goods, let me use my location. So when I started farming for at Odibe village, if I want to bring my produce from the farm to Monia, for those that know Monia, I used to spend like 10,000 naira for cab. There was a time I used to spend like 5,000 naira. But now from my farm to Monia, I spend like 35, 40,000 naira to bring out goods. For those that purchase sucker from me, so what we do is when you buy suckers, we process it on the farm, then they bring it out to the farm location. Before I can pay the driver maybe 5,000, 3,000 to bring it from the farm that we process it to the farm location where you come and pick up. But now we spend 15, 20,000 naira because fuel is expensive. So that is why the prices of our suckers has to be adjusted. Now we sell sucker 120. Sometimes I've been selling for 100 naira, 80 naira at times. Sometimes we give discount depending on the quantity you're buying. You can sell it for 70 naira. Now it's between 120 to 150 because of all these things. So this is for people that are asking, how is fuel affecting a crop? How is it affecting? This is how it's affecting. We transport our goods. And same thing with tomato. Why tomato became expensive is because the cost of transportation from the north to the southwest here is very expensive. And let me tell you something, it's gamble safe. That sometimes that even this logistic trucks, this one will not make it to the market. Some of the tomatoes will get rotten. I was coming back from Lagos the other day and I saw a trailer load of pepper and tomato, I guess. I think was coming from the north, and the motor just had accidents there. So who will bear the cost? The farmer. He has spent money, and it's not even making profit. So a lot of things is going on in our cultural sector. And maybe in my next video, I'll be talking about how we can tap into it. But I just want to bring in this one, why there is hike in food price. It's affecting everybody. It's even affecting me as a farmer. So we should not think it's only you that you are consumer that is being affected. Let me give another example. The cost of seed has increased. I told you the cost of suckers have increased. The cost of seed has increased. Why? Because majority of the seeds we plant in Nigeria are imported. There's nothing we want to do about it. Some people say, people that are not practicing, actually, I don't want to make all these statements. They will say, why can't you just plant this thing? One is GMO, one is this one. We are bringing cancer. And that is why you farm and you are not making profit from it. Anyway, this video is not to point fingers, it's just to bring out some things and to clear, because I really heard a lot of things while I was away that I did not film videos. And I was getting messages like, Julia, we need you to come and say something regarding this. So I know this video is going to be long. Please, you can watch to the end. I promise you to be educative. Okay, so the point today is why there is hike in food price. And I will start by saying in Nigeria, yeah, we practice seasonal farming. Okay, this is raining season. So automatic, everybody will start planting. To the extent that we already know when the calendar, as a person, already know the calendar. Okay, January, February, March is our land preparation. Let's start preparing by March or April. The first rain will fall. We'll wait for the second, 2 weeks after, 3 weeks after the second rain will fall. Then we'll start cultivating. But this year wasn't like that. It's just the normal 7 days rain we used to experience in June has not happened. This rain that is the rain that is falling now, the rain that is falling now, that is coming down now. Maybe this is the 7 days rain. It's coming in July, and I'm sure that after this rain, it's that there will be a long break. So farmers are not cultivating on time. This year we did not cultivate on time. The people that cultivated in March when the first rain came are regretting, because by the time the next rain came, all the thing they planted is dead, right? So we practice seasonal farming in Nigeria, and that is not the way to go if we want to have food all year round. So if you're a farmer or you're a wannabe, you want to go into the farming, I would say remove your mindset from seasonal farming. The climate is no longer favoring us. Okay. Another issue is that as we practice seasonal farming, the whole crop, we all harvest at the same time, and there is no storage facility. And when I talk about storage on the channel, some people say you are talking about hoarding. We cannot do without storage in the agricultural sector. The food we are eating this year was stored last year, and this year there's no food to store this year. So expect the price of food to still skyrocket tomorrow, next year. I mean, so because there's no storage facility that, okay, each farm owner have a storage facility, or each location, once you've cultivated, if it's tomato you cultivated and it's surplus and it's wasting, dehydrate it and store for next year. We don't have that. So we just plant and we eat it finish. The one that we cannot eat finish, we throw away it. That is the problem. That is why there is hike in food price. There's no plan for storage. Okay, so if you want to go into farming, you should also look at going into storage aspects. We do storage, but it's not all things that we can store. So we should have different people that will go into food storage, cash crop storage, and like that and like that. Okay, so that's another reason why there's hike in food price. Like I said, we practice seasonal farming, and when all of us harvest together, there is no storage facility. And I don't think this is only in Nigeria. I think it happens in other African countries too, because I have friends in other African countries that we discuss, and this is an issue. This is an issue. So I think individuals should come and we should find a way to form this thing. So I created a group now. If you're not in the farming community, please join the community so that we'll discuss more there. That is where we share our mind. And if you're in the community and you're not participating, please talk. I beg. Another thing is climate change. Like I just said, we're expecting rain in March, April, and the rain is just starting in July. And the temperature is so high. So when it comes to farming, for all of us that are professional on field, you will know that crops have the temperature. This is for those that practice greenhousing. You know that crops have some temperature that they can survive in, and anything outside that temperature, they will die. So the climate change this year is just, we have too much heat, and there are some crops that don't like heat, and tomato happens to be one of them. So too much heat is damaging crops, not only tomato. The climate is a problem. When talking about the heat, talking about the rain not coming down at the right time it's meant to fall. So we depending on the climate is a problem. So if you are thinking of going to agriculture in the next planting season, please have irrigation at the back of your mind. And even irrigation is not cheap. This is why food is expensive. Another reason why food is expensive is the cost of inputs. The cost of inputs is another reason why food is expensive. Input like seed, chemicals, fertilizers. Do you know how much fertilizer is going for right now? So the last time I bought fertilizer for 30,000 naira per bag. Currently, fertilizer is going for 75,000 naira. I don't know if it has gone higher, but as of the time I'm filming this video, it's going as high as 75,000 naira. Who will bear the cost? Where would that one enter? Seed that we used to buy one piece of seed. I think I used to buy one piece of pepper seed for 5 naira. That's if I want quality or medium quality. 5 naira. If I want high quality, I used to get it between 18 naira or so. Currently, one piece is 200 naira. Just one piece of seed is 200. So calculate it by the number of seed that we need to cultivate an acre or an hectare. And this is not, this is just seed. I've not added fertilizer. I've not added pesticide, herbicide, how to control the management. I've not added it. So cost of input is expensive, and that is why food will keep on being expensive. And majority of these things we import them. That is why. That brings me to the next point. Why food is expensive is dollar rate. So when we talk about dollar, people will keep asking us, Julie, I say, okay, people are complaining that speak about me. Let me just stick to English. People are saying, Julie, why will you say dollar? How is dollar affecting you farmers? Sama, dollar is affecting us in every way you can think of. Dollar is affecting. See, majority of this thing, like I said, we import them. So when they bring it in, it's dollar rate they used to sell to us. And it's dollar rates we used to buy. If dollar is 1.5 as of then, that is the rate we buy it. Okay, I have a mama then that used to help me bring things from London, seeds from London. Then she used to do it for me for free. But now, So yes, all these things affect us. And if you want to go for local seeds, you cannot get value for local seeds. And that's why you see two types of tomato and you want to pick the good one, the bigger one, and you leave the smaller one. Who eats the smaller one? But you don't want us to import seed. I don't know if you are getting the point. I'm trying to bring in the point and also let you know where you can participate if you're just thinking of going into agriculture or agricultural business. Now let's move to the almighty logistics. You see, you can get everything right in farming and miss it when it comes to logistics. You see, logistics have showed me pepper. Like if there's anything that is more spicy than pepper, it has shown me. Especially when I was cultivating cucumber, that the cucumber will leave the farm, and before it gets to the location, I would have paid different dues. These people are stopping me will pay. These ones are stopping me will pay. Aside the ones I've paid for in the garage that they should all the taxes everywhere they will charge you. And aside that, they might even delay your good. Oh, there's an experience I remember now regarding cucumber. So after harvesting, another thing is we have to move in the middle of the night. For those that are night workers like me, or if you are into farming and you want to sell your goods, you know that we move mainly in the night because there will be the road will be free and we can avoid some certain tax, some certain dues. But even at night, it's not still safe because your vehicle might have accidents, there might be issue with the vehicle, like a lot of things happen. So this thing also affects food price. And let me say something to end this video. Let me say something to end this video. I don't want it to be too long. The fact that food is still very cheap is because I don't want to I think we don't have a body that is regulating food price. If we have a body that is regulating food price as farmers, the food will be more expensive because most of us are not making profits from the input we are putting in. We are not making profits from it. If we are to make profits from the way we are cultivating our processing and everything, it will be more expensive like this. So the only advice I'm going to give everybody now is any way you can come into the agriculture sector, please come into it. But make sure you are coming into it in the way that it will favor you and you will make profit from it. Now, how is that possible? For those of you in the north, that you have access to foodstuff in large quantity. I heard now that tomato is surplus and is becoming a waste in the north. Now is the right time for you to go there and buy your dehydrator. Buy as much as possible as you can. Dehydrate it and store. Okay, because there will be a time next year that we will need tomato again. Is the one you've stored that we will need to buy from you. Same with pepper. So that is the way you can enter. Let us look at value addition. Let us look at processing, especially drying aspect. That is the aspect you should come into now as a farmer. Now, also, if you want to go into cultivating, land tilling, have irrigation at the back. Before, we used to say irrigation is not compulsory. Now, for any crop you be cultivating, irrigation is compulsory. Do you understand? So have irrigation at the back of your mind. Another thing you need to know is have a transport person. I don't want to say a transportation firm, just have one driver or two for backup plan to help you move your goods. I think that is what I am enjoying now. For every customer that buys soccer, I already have three drivers that I can refer them to. Okay, let me to go and pick this soccer, deliver to this person, let me pick this soccer, deliver to this person, pick this thing, deliver to this person. So have that. Or if you want to go into the transport aspect, I don't think we've gotten it right when it comes to moving of farm produce. But if you know you have the strength to go into logistic aspects, please, that is another aspect that farmers need. I think I shared um, one what do we call it now? One business idea here when I was doing my farm videos, my farm market videos. I told that every market day we need vehicles that will help these people move their farm produce from the farm market to their location. This is an idea. So for those, I'm saying this for those in the abroad that wants to venture into agriculture and you don't want to till, look into these aspects. Another thing we need is machineries. We need mini machineries. We can also look into that aspect because if we don't look into that aspect, food will continue to be expensive year in, year out, and there's nothing we can do about it. Currently, a pint of beans is going for 10,000 naira. Currently, palm oil that rose before has dropped. Hopefully, it will rise again. So, a lot of changes are happening in the agricultural sector that if we don't, we as individuals, we need to come and correct this thing. Please, if you are leaving a comment in the comment section, don't tell me government. Please, don't tell me government. Governments, anyways, let's leave government to government. Individuals, let's look for ways that we can make things work. Everybody that can cultivate, you see that your backyard that you have flower, go and plant tomato, plant pepper, plant corn because it will still z. This is just the fact. We that are farming, we're already seeing it. So if you want to join the industry and you are also seeing it too, just leave your advice in the comment section. I don't want this video to be so long. I just wanted to come back to the channel with this video talking about why food is expensive. Let me know your thoughts about this discussion in the comment section. Let me also know what you think is the way forward. How can farmers come together to make this work? How can we come together to make profits for ourselves? In the comment section, I'll be reading. Also, if you've not joined the farming community, please join the community where every one of us is special. We see our mind, we try to look for way forward. Also, we have new updates on the channel. I'll be launching it out in the next video. I will see you all. If you've not subscribed, subscribe.